Today I am starting the creation of my scent journal, and I'm not sure if this has ever been done before. I've never seen it, it just came to me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it has. I went to the thrift store and I got this album, this old vintage photo album, and I liked it because I'd never seen one with this format, which is the pages are vertical and then they flip, which I've known of. And then there's also an index, so there's 28 spaces. This was never used. When I tried putting in pictures of my life in these, I didn't have a lot that actually fit, and I didn't like how it was coming out to be because these are 3x5. So it's not like the normal, it's 4x6, kind of the average, the standard like printed picture size. And then there were some that were fitting, but they were smaller. And I think Polaroids worked the best, but then they had to go sideways. So that being said, I didn't like how it was coming out to be. And for some reason, I thought of the idea of spraying perfume or fragrances on a cloth and kind of documenting the fragrances I like, because I know that I might not come across these again. I have done a long, in-depth, like, yapping video about these fragrances and how most of them, well, at least half of them, I think, come from like TJ Maxx or Home Goods. So out of these, like, I love this one. I never saw it again. I love this one. I've only seen it once, never saw it again. This one I love. I've seen it one time out of what, 3-4 years I've had it. I have seen this brand before at Macy's though, so I'm pretty sure I can find this on Amazon. I don't think I ever found this on Amazon or this, but I'm also thinking that when I run out of these anyways, I'm gonna be buying a different fragrance, because in the video I'm referencing, I wanted to start buying higher quality of fragrances. So I've been buying more so traveling sizes of higher end fragrances. And since fragrance is becoming like a bigger interest of mine, I just feel like I'm probably gonna be the type of person that let goes of old scents to be able to indulge in new ones. So this is kind of documenting scents that I've let go of, either intentionally or I just couldn't find them anymore. Like, I have seen this brand, but I've never seen this scent again. When I looked up fabrics that hold scent well, the number one answer was wool. So in my head I thought I would possibly like thrift some kind of piece of wool, like a wool shirt, from the thrift store. But every time I've seen a wool piece at the thrift store, I don't know, they always seem so, like, I don't want to ruin the quality. Like, some of the pieces that I've seen are so good that I would feel bad, and I also just didn't remember that I was doing this project whenever I was at the thrift store. So I am going to be using something that I've already bought, and I bought this at TJ Maxx. And then the reason I picked this shirt is just because I haven't been wearing it. I'm like pretty picky with clothes, so I thought I would make do and like it was close enough, but I brought it home and I just ended up not liking it. I think I like this color more for like bottom pants, and then this neck situation, it's like in between two types of necklines, and I just didn't end up caring for it. So this is how I'm reusing it. And this is 40% viscose, is that how you say it? Viscose? 30% nylon, 25% polyester, and 5% wool. So I feel like it's gonna hold fine. I think the other fabrics, the secondary fabrics that would work best are velvet, cotton, and linen. But I think just the way it'll last, because it'll be kind of entrapped under the plastic, and then also it'll be kind of on a shelf. So it's not going to be out in the open airing out, and hopefully that entraps the scent. So I will just be cutting up little rectangles, I'm assuming, to fit this the most. I guess you could cut squares. And then I was also thinking You could have, what are they called? Those little like note cards for when you make notes, like study notes. You could put one and put the name and the scent and the notes, and also any memories that are associated with it, any important places or times you wore it. So you could either do like half fabric and then the note, or the note underneath the fabric, or even like a piece of tape at the bottom with some notes. Just put in my first two pieces, and what I noticed is since this is a stretchy material, it's not like perfectly straight, which doesn't bother me, but I think if you wanted it more uniformed, you could buy, I mean, fabric by itself that's not a t-shirt, and cut up like neat rectangles, as well as like I could pull these ends and possibly tape them, but once again, it doesn't really bother me. This one came out a bit more straight. Just in case it like shortened up because it is stretchy. So I've been pulling intentionally so it at least like comes out longer. But if you wanted to straighten it out, you could possibly tape the ends. And then also, instead of going back to back right away, because of the amount I sprayed, I think it's kind of seeping through a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna do one new one. And then one day when I'm doing the back, the front will have dried out a bit. So maybe the scent won't start combining, or I guess it's optional to even do the back just in case I'm afraid of the scents combining. Since I do get 14 on each, I'll have to fill out 28 of these before I even get to that problem. This is how it's coming together. I put in 6 scents, and that's what I have to start with. I have other fragrances, but this is more so kind of something to do when the scents have really gone low. And this is what it looks like with that many in. So this is 6 out of 14. So it will definitely puff up more. If you have, it's not that this is thick, but it has ridges, so maybe if you have a flatter fabric, it will be less puffy. And I didn't have the patience to weigh it, but if you spray a bit, I did like several sprays each to make sure the scent clung. You can see it's going through, it's seeping through the paper, but if you wait, that wouldn't be an issue. But then thinking ahead, if I fill up all these, it is going to be a bit bulky, but I think I can live with that. At this size, it's still fine. And I think I like this a photo book too much for me to trade it out just due to the bulkiness.